RocSports. I'm back with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this is my viewpoint on the state of the 76ers and for the rest of the season, what I think they can do. Let's get right into it. So today is Monday, and we are we've seen 3 games since James Harden's been the 76er, and they look good. I think anybody that has watched them, you can't deny that they don't look good. You know what I mean? But I just want to get into the big picture. Who the title contenders are, who has a chance, so to say. So I look at it like this. We got, and I did a video like this in the past, but in terms of right now, real quick, I look at it in tiers, obviously. And I feel like you got the top tier is like boom or bust type championship teams. What the Lakers were supposed to be, what Brooklyn was supposed to be, you know, like going into the year. But I look at it like boom or bust. I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, boom or bust, like it's nothing but title for them. If they don't win a title, then it was a down year. The Bucks, which even though they just came off one, it's not as much pressure, but it's still a boom or bust year for them. Title or bust. Lakers, Brooklyn, maybe Miami, maybe, but not necessarily though. The Lakers, even though they're not even in the playoffs, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Suns. And I feel like the teams that is not necessarily a title or nothing, but it's still, they have a chance. The Bulls, the Heat, kind of in both tiers to me. The Heat, the Grizzlies, and the Jazz. But the Sixers are now, I feel like the Sixers were the third team, but I still feel like if Ben Simmons would have been there. But now, after this trade, the Sixers are definitely title or bust. Like, this is without a doubt, title team, title contending team. You look at their roster, man, they got, in terms of their starting lineup, they got everything you need. You got arguably the most dominant player in the league. I mean, obviously you got Giannis, but arguably the most dominant player in the league in Joelembiid, the MVP right now, arguably. I'm gonna say DeRozan, Bulls fan, but you got a young stud in tyresemaxey, Tobias Harris, who's a great 3 or 4 option, and then obviously you got James Harden, who's a top 75 player of all time. But the truth about the 76ers, Sixer fans, the truth is, y'all are the best team. If we talking duos, you know, stop jumping the gun. We seen 2 games. Solidified now. Y'all were that record-wise before this trade, like without Ben Simmons. With Ben Simmons, y'all definitely still top 3. But with this trade now, y'all solidify top 3 team in the East. You know what I mean? But slow down, though. The truth is, slow down. Because we don't know what y'all are yet. Y'all played 2 games since the James Harden trade. They look good, absolutely. But let's see, let's let this develop. You know? And then y'all played against the Knicks, and why am I having a brain fart on the first game was against? But whatever. The Timberwolves. But it's like, come on, man, let this develop first. Yes, they look good, but my thing is this. Here's why I'm not saying that they gonna win the East. First off, the East is loaded. You have the Bucks. The Bucks are going to be there. They're not going nowhere. if Brooklyn get right, meaning if KD get right, and if Kyrie can play these games, or we don't know what's gonna happen with in terms of New York, Brooklyn is gonna be there still. Even if they don't win, they still gonna be there. They're gonna be in the conversation. The Bulls, when the Bulls get healthy, they are a threat to anybody, and that's just no bias. I mean, all bias aside. The Heat is no slouch for anybody. There's no walk in the park for anybody. So my point is, yes, again, this is a great roster. This is a great team, particularly in my opinion, a great starting five. We'll see how much that bench contribute in the playoffs. But the truth though that I want to say though is, and Sixer fans may or may not want to hear this, y'all need Tobias Harris more than you think you do, because when it gets to the playoffs, James Harden is going to have them games when he disappeared, man. He's going to have them games when he disappeared. History tells you that. I'm not saying that he's been just terrible anytime the playoffs get here. That's not true. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he does have his moments when he disappears. And I feel like y'all just already writing Tyrese Maxey as like pretty much like he has arrived, like, you know. And I'm okay with that. But that, what is he averaging? I want to say 17 points right now on the season. That's going to have to get bumped up to like 20, 22, maybe come postseason. You feel me? Especially if James Harden having those games. But Tobias Harris, I know he averaging like close to 20, 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. Same thing for him. Because James Harden history tells you that he's going to disappear. He may get injured. Speaking of injury, let me knock on wood for everybody, for every team with injuries. But because we talking about the 76ers, Joel Embiid, thank God, thank the injury guys that he has been healthy this whole year. But history tells you that something will be wrong with him too, where they could not necessarily mean him missing time, but him not being 100% or even close to. So hopefully he keep this pace up, because he has been dominant, he has been historic. He's just been great, man. He's been great. He's been must-see TV. If you haven't been watching the Sixers, tune in for sure. Now that James Harden is here now, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have more viewers, but for sure. And I don't want people to think, Philly people to think that this is a hate video against the 76ers first and foremost, or a Philly period first and foremost. I am a diehard Eagles fan. I'm from Chicago, but I am a diehard Eagles fan. So Philly people, I already know how we get, because I'm still a part of that. Don't come for me. But I like the Sixers team, but let's slow down though in terms of like this is over with. The East is won already. No, the East is not won. And y'all gonna pretty much have at least 6-game series with all of these teams, in my opinion, in terms of the Heat, Bulls, or Miami, or Milwaukee, you know? So that just means great basketball, great viewership, you know what I mean, for all of that. That just means for us fans, it's great for us to tune into. We're going to have some great basketball come playoff time. But we winding down, man. 20 games left. Let's keep these videos coming. Let's stay engaged, because it's about to pick up now. It's about to pick up. This is RocSports. I got more videos coming out. This is RocSports. I got more videos coming out. Stay tuned. I'm checking out. All of my boxing, NFL, and NBA fans, like, share, and subscribe, man. Keep coming back. I'm going to be dropping more content.